Konbokuwa. Hello, and welcome back. Nice parasol. Thank you. I thought I could have it out today. It does cover half the screen, but look, the dolls are going to be in front of the umbrella, so it'll work out. I do kind of want to start doing the dolls every day. I don't know. It's cause Shachi has been playing them. And it makes me want to play them too. They're fun. I mean, you're supposed to play them every day. And I often play Connections just on my lonesome. Off stream. I think Connections is my favorite one. Actually, I was at the bookstore the other day with my mom, and I saw this big book of like New York Times puzzles, like a printed out book with Connections in it, and I almost bought it, except that it was $40, and I was like, that's kind of crazy. $40 for games you can play for free? Well, sort of for free. They do try to get you to make an account. You saw that too? I was really tempted, but I was like, if I'm really gonna sit down and like fill out this book, maybe. Am I? I don't know. You know, I also bought a puzzle the other day and I have not solved it. I don't know. I kind of want to be like a puzzler. Will I though? I don't know. Yes, that's the fun of it. Well, now I kind of wish I bought it, but I didn't. Maybe I should have. What type of puzzle? Like a puzzle, like a jigsaw puzzle. A jigsaw puzzle. The picture is like a pretty illustration of a nice room with cats in it. And plants. Do you get the whole archive with the New York Times subscription? Probably. Well, you better if you're paying for it, but I don't want to pay for it. I would rather pay $40 for a physical book than pay for a subscription. That's like where I'm at in my life right now. I bought the entire DVD box set of Buffy the Vampire Slayer because I've never watched it and I want to. And I'm like, I feel like we need to be into physical media right now. I mean, I know I say that and I keep buying ebooks, but... Well, you know, the ebooks can also be yours to keep. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it's because I have too many books already and I'm literally out of like shelving spaces. Also, I really like my e-reader because I can take it anywhere with me, and I do take it everywhere with me to read. Any new book to read? Oh my gosh, I'm like lined up. Like my library, you know, you have to like place a hold if something's popular and wait. I'm like lined up. I got books. I got my next reads planned out because I'm reserving all of them from the library, from the ebook library, and it's like one will be ready in 2 weeks, in 4 weeks, in 6 weeks, in 8 weeks. So like I'm ready. Once they start rolling, they're not gonna stop. And I don't even remember what I reserved. I know I reserved This Kingdom Will Not Kill Me by Ilona Andrews, which is the married couple, romantasy author pair that I talked about before. And that book is new this year, and so of course that one's on a long wait list. But I didn't know that it's literally an isekai, and I don't know how I feel about that. I guess it's good. I don't know. Isekai has broken out. It's not just for light novels. It's it's reached, you know, Western romantasy. Embrace the genre. But well, portal fantasies have been a thing, right? Isn't that like a staple of like sci-fi fantasy? I don't know. They call it like portal fantasies because you like go through a portal, I guess. So I don't know. Narnia is isekai. That's true, right? I was just surprised that like everybody in the romantasy subreddit is calling it an isekai. But you know, I think everyone in the romantasy subreddit is like secretly a weeb. Like they might not show it, but I think, because I am, you know, I think they're also weebs. It's literally an isekai. I heard it's good though. I'm excited. So that's on the list. I'm gonna read the second book from Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia Fairies because I really like the first one. And also the setting is so similar to Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, and I fell so in love with that book that like I'll take more. Anything similar. Also, because I feel like I'm allergic to like reading the second book in a series lately. Like I just read the first book and then I don't read the next one. So I'm gonna try, you know, at least that one I'll read the next book. Also, she's coming out with another book in that series too. There's not really a reason why I haven't like why I don't read the next ones. It's just like, I don't know. Sometimes after I read something, I want like a break. Like I want to read something different, you know? Kushil's Dart I did read, but I actually haven't read all the Kushil's books because there are the 2 other trilogies which I have not read. So even that maybe, like you could consider I'm taking a break. I need to go back and finish the Assassin's Apprentice series by Robin Hobb. That one's on my list. Dune 2. I should read Dune 2 because the movie's coming out. So then I can be a book reader, a superior book reader. But I heard that the Dune books get weird, and not necessarily in a good way. Did I read Sphere? Not yet, but I did buy it. What else is on my list? I don't even remember. The bad weird. Well, I mean, yeah, don't the worms, like... I mean, I guess the worms are always a big part. You know, people say that the worm in Dune is, like, equivalent to a fantasy dragon. And that, like, blew my mind. I didn't consider that the Dune worm is a dragon. Because it is! It, like, is the role of a dragon. Like, they even ride them. It's like the Dune equivalent of a dragon. Yeah, worm. Worm? That blew my mind. I kind of want to reread Dune because I feel like when I read it like 3 years ago, and I was not in my reading era yet. Like I feel like I've been training myself to read better since then. Like this year and last year, I think I've been reading quite a bit, and I feel like I would appreciate Dune more on a reread because I think when I read it, I was kind of like, it's too long. It's too dense, but now I've been training myself on Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell and Kushil's Dart. So I feel like I'm more ready. I'm more used to the long, slow books. And I appreciate them now, you know? Yeah, I'm strong. Dune 2 is half as long. Also, now that I've watched the Dune movies, well, I do feel like they've replaced my image of Dune. Like, whatever I had in my brain is gone, and it's been replaced by the movies. Which, that can happen. That tends to happen to me. Like, I'll imagine it in my head one way, and then as soon as I watch the movie, it's like, dang, it just got replaced. I know, now it's Timothée Chalamet. But also, I watched the Dune movie from like the 80s or the 90s. I don't remember. So I could imagine that Paul, and I like that Paul. That Paul makes me laugh because he's always whispering things. Well, so is Timothée Chalamet. I guess that's just like Paul. He's a soft-spoken lad, I guess. But he's always whispering in the original Dune, and it's so funny because he's like, I cannot let them know. I cannot let them know that I am the Kwisatz Haderach. Because it's supposed to be like his internal monologue, I guess. But they just have him whispering all the time. And it cracks me up. That's also the one where they inexplicably have pugs. Like the Atreides family just has pugs. Like the dog. Like the designer dog breed. They have pugs in space. It's like the year 10,500. And the pugs are going strong. That was funny. I don't remember that from the book. How did they survive? I know. Were they like breeding pugs for 10,000 years? I guess so. I guess so. Are there tapirs in Dune? That's a good question, you know. I mean, Dune is interesting because, well, I do like sci-fi. And I like when I like it when it has aliens, and I like it when it doesn't have aliens. And Dune does not have aliens, right? Unless they add some. I mean, what are they? They don't call them spacers, do they? The navigators. That's what they call them. The navigators. Oh wait, I guess worms are aliens, aren't they? But not like sapient aliens. But yeah, the navigators are like mutated humans, which is pretty cool. Pretty all tomorrows. But yeah, I guess worms are aliens. Yeah, but not like Star Wars aliens, which I also love. Love a Star Wars alien. Yeah, all people and then some animals. I do want to see the new Mandalorian movie. I do, because I do like the Mandalorian. I liked Andor too. Andor was really good. The Mandalorian to me felt very much like classic Star Wars. You heard it's abysmal? Wait, really? Really? No. It's not getting good review. Wait, what? How? How could they mess it up? They just gotta put Baby Yoda in there. It'd be like, I'm Baby Yoda. He wouldn't say that. He would say, Baby Yoda I am. They went too far? No. It's too goofy. Really? They messed it up? No. But I loved my Grogu. I loved when he was eating those frog eggs. That was really messed up. It's still Pedro Pascal, right? As the Mandalorian. Yes. It's so bad. Oh no. Is it too much now? They do have like 4 actors that they just put in everything these days. Which it doesn't really bother me because I'm somebody like I used to not know like a single actor's name. So now I feel like I know. Like I'm like, oh my gosh, I know who that is. And it makes me happy that I like remember somebody's name and face. You know, because that used to never happen to me. I used to never know anybody. Yeah, but now I can go, oh my gosh, yeah, that's Timothy Chalamet, that's Zendaya, that's Chris Pratt, that's Pedro Pascal. I know them. I know the actors. And now it's Jacob Elrond. Now he's in everything too. Who's that? He played Frankenstein in Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. You don't know who that is? I knew him from Frankenstein. And then I kept seeing him like everywhere after that. He was in the new Wuthering Heights, which I did not watch. Wait, is it even out? No, it must be out. I don't know. Yeah, Frankenstein's really good. Yes, Guillermo del Toro did do a Frankenstein movie, and I loved it. I thought it was really good and very, like, aesthetic. Like his movies tend to be, you know? The costuming was really good. Oh, yeah, and also the, Leto Atreides actor is in that movie, who's also in Star Wars. There's another one who's in everything. He played Dr. Frankenstein. Wait, I called him Frankenstein earlier. I should have called him Frankenstein's monster. Did I even watch the movie? Oscar Isaac. That's the one. See, I didn't have his name memorized, so I can't be like, oh my gosh, it's him. But I literally, when I see him in Frankenstein, I like cannot imagine him as Leto Atreides. For some reason, it's like that's not the same person. That's can't be the same person. I don't know why. He just seems so different. Mark of a good actor. That is true. It is true. Yeah, I think it's also the beard. With the beard, it's like, yes, that's Paul's father. Without the beard, that is a young scientist. Almost like it's his job. Yeah, he's in Star Wars too. He's Poe. He's Poe. But I do not remember anything from those Star Wars movies, honestly. Except for Kylo Ren and Rey, which became a phenomenon. And there's like 20 romantasy books that are actually just Kylo Ren X-Ray fanfiction in disguise. Are there really? There are. Which ones are the popular ones? Oh, The Love Hypothesis, which is getting turned into a movie. If you ever see that out in the wild, just think, oh, that's supposed to be Kylo Ren and Rey from Star Wars. Cursed with knowledge. I got all the romantasy knowledge. Not really, honestly. I feel like I want to read more of the popular romantasy books so that I can feel in the know, you know? Alchemized. That is, Hermione x Draco Malfoy. Fanfiction. Disguised. If you ever see that one around. There's a bunch that are also Hermione x Draco. That's a classic. It is a classic. That one was literally a fanfiction published on Archive of Our Own, and they published it, which honestly is like good for them, good for the author. That's how you know you're winning, right? You hate this knowledge. Yeah, 50 Shades of Grey was Twilight fanfiction. I feel like there should be more Twilight ones, but I don't know. I don't know them. You read your first fanfiction? fanfic last month and it was life-changing. You know, I never read very much fan fiction. Believe it or not, I have not read that much. I've read plenty of romanticies. Impossible? I know. I really didn't, though. I don't know why not. I feel like I would enjoy it. Maybe. Well, I don't know. Now I think what I'm realizing is that I like long books. I like lots of background. Because all my favorites seem to be really long books, even when I'm complaining about it, like all the way through. Like, I'm like, how can I read 1,000 pages? How could this be 1,000 pages long? But then I'm like, oh, I'm grateful for all the info that I get, you know? Sometimes you need, like, that much background to get invested. Well, I feel like that's one of the benefits to long books. Is, like, no matter what, I feel like you'll be invested by the end because you read 1,000 pages of it. Like, regardless of how much it aligns to your personal interests, you will be invested by the end if you make it to the end. Because you've just read so much. Maybe you should try that. I like Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. I recommend it. I feel like if you read Harry Potter as a kid and loved it, you should try Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell because it is similarly magical. Actually, I never read Harry Potter, so I don't know. But I'm assuming... I'm assuming Harry Potter is magical, but Jonathan Strange is magical, you know? If you wish Harry Potter has footnotes. Eventually, you'll be grateful for the footnotes, because you will start to put the world together. You will understand who Martin Pale is, and why Norrell is so obsessed with him. But I really liked it. I recommend it. 3.9 out of 5 on Goodreads. That's good. Almost nothing gets above a 4. And honestly, I don't trust Goodreads ratings. The things that get above a 4 are often like the things that have the most wide popular appeal, which can be good, but like that's not necessarily gonna be your personal favorite thing, you know? That's how I view it anyway. It's like the more widely popular it is, the higher the rating will be. But sometimes don't you want something that's like niche for you? So that's why don't be afraid if things are... I've read, like, books rated 3 out of 5 on Goodreads, and I thought they were amazing, you know? So don't be afraid of Goodreads. I'm like the opposite with Steam reviews, though. I'm like, the Steam reviews gotta be over at 80, you know? At least 80. Yeah, one bad Steam review sticks in your mind. But I don't know, sometimes when you read a bad review on Goodreads, aren't you like, well, I disagree. Well, I'll find out for myself how I feel about it. That's just me. But anyway, I'm not like that about Steam reviews. It depends. It really depends. You know, the vampire game, I actually was kind of getting into it, and I kind of want to play more. I also feel bad that I keep starting games, and am I gonna finish them? Like Subnautica, I don't know. I feel like I should wait for it to be done, even though that'll probably be like 4 more years for Subnautica to be done. I will play Dark Souls. Dark Souls I'll play tomorrow. I will play. I'm not avoiding it. I was just busy, I think. With my outfit reveal. Yes, I will. I've been wanting to play Dark Souls more.